The visual cycle, also known as the retinoid cycle, is a biochemical process in the retina that enables the regeneration of visual pigments necessary for photoreceptor function. It plays a crucial role in maintaining vision, particularly under changing light conditions. Steps in the visual cycle. 1. Photon absorption. In the photoreceptor cells, rods and cones, visual pigments like rhodopsin, in rods, and photopsins, in cones, absorb photons, light particles. Rhodopsin consists of opsin, a protein, bound to 11-cis-retinol, a derivative of vitamin A. When a photon hits the visual pigment, 11-cis-retinol isomerizes, changes shape, into all-trans-retinol, triggering a series of events leading to photoreceptor activation and hyperpolarization, closing of ion channels. 2. Activation of phototransduction cascade. The isomerization of 11-cis-retinol to all-trans-retinol leads to the activation of the phototransduction cascade. This cascade amplifies the light signal and reduces the concentration of cGMP in the cell, closing cGMP-gated ion channels. This hyperpolarization reduces the release of the neurotransmitter glutamate, signaling visual information to downstream neurons. 3. Bleaching of visual pigment. During this process, rhodopsin and other photopigments are bleached, meaning they are no longer able to respond to light until the chromophore, retinol, is restored. 4. Regeneration of visual pigments. After all-trans-retinol is formed, it must be converted back to 11-cis-retinol to regenerate the visual pigments and allow the photoreceptors to continue functioning. The all-trans-retinol is transported from the photoreceptors to the retinal pigment epithelium, RPE, where a series of enzymatic reactions converts it back to 11-cis-retinol. 5. Transport back to photoreceptors. Once 11-cis-retinol is regenerated in the RPE, it is transported back to the photoreceptors, where it binds to opsin to form functional rhodopsin or photopsins again. The visual cycle is now complete, and the photoreceptors are ready to detect light again. Role of the visual cycle in dark and light adaptation. Dark adaptation occurs when rhodopsin and other visual pigments regenerate after being exposed to bright light, allowing the eye to regain sensitivity to low light conditions. Light adaptation involves the rapid breakdown of rhodopsin in bright light, reducing the sensitivity of the retina to prevent overstimulation. Importance of vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for the regeneration of retinol, 11-cis-retinol. A deficiency in vitamin A can impair the visual cycle and lead to vision problems such as night blindness, where the eyes cannot adapt properly to low light. The visual cycle is critical for continuous vision and maintaining the eye's ability to detect changes in light, whether it's in dimly lit environments or bright sunlight.